Hi everyone, welcome back for part 2 of getting started in Valheim. So when we left off last time, I was off to gather more wood, which seemed pointless to show you, and I've built the rest of this house for the most part, and I'll just continue from there. So I'll make sure there's a gap at the top for smoke to get out, and then we'll get a smaller triangle, and we'll just fill in this bit here. See, it still means we've got something covering us there. So there's always a gap for stuff to get out. Now if I go to the workbench, see what else we can build. We now build a hoe. That's stone and wood. I want one of those, because that means we can flatten the land. And we want a club, so we can actually fight things properly. You'll notice there's shields and things down here, which we'll get to. Again, you need leather scraps for that. But the first thing we want to get is a bow, so we need 8 leather scraps to get a bow. That's probably the most important thing, because that means that you can hunt deer. So this just levels ground. I'm not sure if I've just destroyed that or not. It's possible I destroyed it when I did that. I need more stones. That's fine. The reason I'm doing that is just so I can go back to my building and just extend my floor slightly. It's still getting out. Yeah, it's still getting out. I'm pretty sure it'll sharp tell us if we suffocate. So other things to build are that, which is for food. So if we switch to a different weapon, I just press E, that's repair everything again. So you have to wait for this to make a noise and take off your meat or whatever else you're cooking, because if you don't take it off, it will just turn charcoal. Which happens to me a lot if you've watched any of my multiplayer streams. Fine, so we've got a nice little hut sorted, got a fireplace, we've got a workbench. Other things to think about building are furniture such as a bed, which we can pop over here somewhere. And depending on, we've got a little bit of wood left, we can stick a chest down as well. Other things we're going to want to build at some point soon are chopping block, which upgrades our workbench, and that needs flint. Flint is usually by water. Still stuck very frustratingly with all of this fog, which is kind of annoying. But let's see if we can get some flint down by the water's edge. He's going to keep coming back because he wants to tell us something. Be wary of the weather. So I'm hoping we find some flint. Yeah, so the flint is always near water, be that a coastline like this, or around ponds and lakes inland. You can swim, which is probably something you would expect from a Viking game. I'm told that the flint does also respawn. There are also fish, which I assume you can get fishing rods for at some point, though I haven't seen them yet. If you swim, you will put your weapon on your back, or whatever item you're using at the time. Which is silly to sound, quite impressed me because it's a bit more realistic. It's a deer, but we can't do anything about that. However, there are some boar. So we'll just quickly eat something. And if I eat the meat, you can see how much that increases your health. It would take a while for that to generate, but we will just engage these boar regardless, because they shouldn't do us too much damage. So they should give us a mixture of leather scraps and meat, and there's one of our boar trophies. So that's what I meant when you'll get them for deer as well when you kill the deer. So you rejoin me when we're going to make our crude bow. And because it's cheaper, we'll build a bunch of standard wooden arrows. The piercing ones do more damage. But they're expensive. And we can churn out wooden arrows very cheaply. So now I'm going to build the chopping block, which requires a wooden flint. So this is an upgrade, which allows us to build new things like fire arrows and flint arrows. That's how we get access to those. Quickly repair everything. So we will want fire arrows as well. I'm going to craft some of those, because they will come in handy when we fight the boss. So let's dump a few things in this chest quickly. Stuff we don't need for the moment. Keep that just in case. Keep some wood. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We'll cook that in a second. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Let's activate that, so that's the one we're using first. Don't need all these torches. Cook this food. Just press E to put it on the fire. Just cook all of them quickly. And then we'll sleep so that it becomes daytime. I think you can do that. There we go. Oh, needs a fire nearby. That's just rude. Guess we move the bed over here. So I think I can sleep and force time to go forward. I guess so. There we go. Good morning. Day 3. Right. Let's get the bow out straight away. Let's go find us some deer. Now, if they're together, as soon as you kill one, they will just scatter. And if you miss them, they will scatter. And the arrows travel so slowly. Yeah, exactly like that. There we go. So there's a deer. Try and aim above it. Did I hit it? Yes. There's quite a significant drop on the arrows. So there we go, that's what we want. We want leather armor. We need leather armor really to fight the boss, just in case it does hit us. Because that will absorb some of the damage. But yeah, deer that are startled are just a nightmare to hit, so I just tend not to try and bother. I'll also kill some boars. Boars tend to engage rather than run away. Yeah, that one's coming close. I'll switch to your melee one. Get that bow back out. Try going to this opening and just see if it's easier to see them. There we go. Okay, they're far enough away that they're not going to be affected by each other getting hit. Those two aren't, sadly. I believe each piece of armor is quite expensive. We've got 5 there. I don't know if it's 5 or 8 per item. So sadly, we're going to have to kill quite a few deer to get a full set of armor. You could probably take the boss now, but we need to kill... Oh, we've got 2 deer trophies, so we could summon the boss. If you could kite it well enough, you could probably take the boss now. What I'd like to do is potentially find more deer to get more armor, and also I'd love to find some mushrooms, which are just little red dots on the ground. And there, speak of the devils. There we go. The reason for that is, again, they just add to your health as another food item. I thought we were both going to be startled there. So once again, I will probably fast forward the video at this point. So, welcome back. You now join me as I have gathered quite a bit of leather. I've gathered 16, so I can craft at least some leather armor tunic and leather armor pants. We're going to equip both of those. Let's cook some of this meat we've got. Just have a quick peek out the window, see if there's any deer down there. No. Let's make a few more standard arrows. I mean, we need 2 more pieces of leather. So that's 1 or 2 deer, and that's enough. There's a deer. Sometimes deer seem oblivious. go. So that's everything. Now the other thing to mention is at this stage you would also want to build a crafting upgrade, which is the tanning rack, but obviously you need a lot of leather scraps, a lot of flint and a lot of deer hide. That would allow you to upgrade this armor. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're going to go and fight the boss. So you've still got plenty of food. It's ticking down slowly, but we've got plenty on board. So the best thing to do is go and activate him, fight him, because it's quite a good fight scene. And then you're at that stage, you've killed the first boss, you have the ability to make a pickaxe and mine ore. And that allows you to start creating more advanced items. So the other thing to do is just quickly run around and make sure you kill any of the mobs, because they're a nuisance and they will just randomly attack you while you're trying to fight this guy. Right. Just make sure your items are in the slot, make the sacrifice, and then get ready. Quickly right click to switch to fire arrows. So this is all about kiting, basically. His lightning shots will hurt. He does a few different attacks. He'll try and get on top of you. It's quite good to fight in amongst the trees, because he will struggle to get on top of you. Where's he off to? Fire damage is just good because it literally sets him on fire. I don't know what he's stuck for, but he's... oh, that hurt. But you see that having armor makes such a huge difference in this situation. He appears to... oh, no, there he goes, he's finally found his way around. Very annoying. In the middle of a major fight. And a little things are picking a fight with us. Let's switch to these arrows, which are armor piercing. He's quite heavily armored, this guy. Just gonna eat some food while we're on the run. You do get the odd crit on him though. Let's see how many more fire arrows we have. I think the fire arrows are doing the most damage at the moment. Almost there, it's just kite, kite, kite. Oh. Now that was unexpected. My bow has become damaged. So, have to do the rest the old-fashioned way. He doesn't have that much health left, but there we go. So there's a lesson, make sure your bow is repaired before you do that. And there we go. So he's dropped for us 3 hard antlers, and that's what you need. If you go back to the sacrificial stone, you can hang up that trophy. And that's it, you have killed the first boss, and you're ready for the next steps in the game. I may well do a follow-up video to show you what to do next, and the next boss. Obviously I've cut out chunks of this playthrough, just because it would be boring to watch me just gaining resources. There we go. Activated. And as you can see in the bottom corner, it's now activated. And I think once you've done them all, you move on. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. I hope that was helpful. And good luck in Valheim. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please comment below. I really do appreciate any feedback, both positive and negative. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.